3 more to go until... Is it 3? No, 4 more to go until the next international break. Seriously. Don't get me started. Yeah, Derby. Derby away. Last time we won there. No, it's not the last time we beat them. The last time we won at Pride Park was when it was called the iPro Stadium. And it was the playoff. 2016 Championship playoffs. Semi-final first leg. Away. 3-0 win. Come on. And yeah, we've not won there since. Since then, 5-0 defeat there. 2-0 defeat there. 1-0 defeat there. And 3-1 defeat there. So, well, it's a chance to turn it round, but Derby have won 11 out of their last 12 home games. So it's not easy by any means. The easiest fixture of this reasonable run is Portsmouth. But again, not easy. Tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry. Yeah, tomorrow. I forgot where I was going with that sentence. Third kit makes its debut. I think it will be like the first and only time we wear it, but getting their use out of it, giving me some pictures I can use. Because all pre-season it was just the home, and hopefully, well, I'm going to try and vary it up a little bit between home, away, third and fourth with these pictures. Now that we've worn all of them on the on the preview graphics for each player for the lineup. Christian, good evening, mate. Hope all's good. Coxie, good evening. Gallagher, good evening. Very true, Christian. Goal music. I summed it up best in my vlog. If you've not watched it, you just need to skip through to right after we score and the goal music comes on. And it's being given the reception it rightly deserves from fans. But Tim seems adamant that it's going to stay because he wanted it, the players wanted it, the players picked the song, and the fans will be convinced with time. We won't be. It's shit. We'll dreadle scoring a goal because we'll have to hear da 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 da. The way to get atmospheres going isn't goal music. Simply not. The way you get atmospheres going, get this, is by winning games and scoring goals and playing attacking football and having chances. And being able to connect with the players on the pitch, which at the minute we can't really do because they're all new. Last season, we chanted for Tufan, Carvalho, Philogene, Zaruri, Greaves, Coyle, Jones. Whenever they did anything decent, it was Aaron Connolly, Aaron Connolly. When we realised just how dreadful we were without Liam Delap, he came back and we started with Liam Delap, ole, ole. But we connected to that team. At the minute, there's Coyle who we chant for as one of our own. Alfie Jones. 50 grand. How did I miss 50 grand? Miller Canadian Boy, which is quite possibly the worst chant ever created. It's dreadful. It's dreadful. And well, after that, it's just Hughes, which is brilliant. I was walking out the south stand the other day, and he came round and started clapping. The east stand went Hughes, and then we went Hughes when he walked past us. Well, a smattering of people still left in the south stand did, and some woman behind us goes, "What if he thinks we're booing him?" Shut up. Seriously. Hughes doesn't sound anything like a boo, does it, you dafty? Shut up. Anyway, right. You don't get goal music. You don't get atmosphere through goal music. It's tragic. It's just tragic. There's a reason Norwich are ridiculed for it. But when the fans say they don't like it, we've got to listen to it more than the players have to. Tim admitted he didn't even hear it. So what does that tell you? We hate it, so they should get rid of it because we'll be the ones impacted by it. Notice how, as well, as soon as the goal music came on, everyone stopped celebrating. That should be as much of an indication as any that it needs to go. No, Warlord, drums are also tragic. No, anyone who sits there all game, boom, 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 boom. Words don't describe. Every time we go to an away ground and there's a drum, we chant, "If you can't bang a woman, can't bang a woman, can't bang a woman, bang a drum." We've done that for as long as I can remember, and it's hilarious. And the drums are the most annoying, monotonous sound I've ever heard at a football game. So just bin and ban all drums, bin and ban all goal music. And also, the way you get atmospheres is by winning games at home. We've won 3 games at home this whole calendar year. Boom. There's your answer as to why the atmosphere is crap. Because we've won 3 games all year at our home ground. That should tell you absolutely everything you need to know. You scroll back to our first game at home on January the 6th this year, 1-1 FA Cup draw with Birmingham. We beat Millwall, lost to Swansea. Oh, sorry, I missed. So from that draw to Birmingham, lost to Norwich, beat Millwall for 1, lost to Swansea, drew with West Brom, drew with Birmingham again, drew with Leicester, lost to Stoke, drew with Middlesbrough, beat QPR, drew with Ipswich. Scrolling down into this season, drew with Bristol City, lost to Sheffield Wednesday, drew with Millwall, lost to Sheffield United, beat Cardiff. lost to Sunderland, drew to Burnley. We've won 3 games at home in all of 2024, and we're nearly in November. Tomorrow is the last game of October, and we've won 3 games at home all year. The players need atmosphere to get spurred on. Right, win games at home then. Make us feel excited to go to home games because we feel like we'll get something, which is something we didn't have in the second half of last season for the most part, because under Liam Rosenior, we lost to so many bang average, poor teams at home. Swansea, Stoke. And yet we played better against better teams. We were the better team against Leicester over the course of the 90 minutes. For large periods of the game, we were the better team against Ipswich. But just because they were better than us meant we didn't take wins from it. They're overall better teams and got promoted for a reason. Meant we didn't get the win over the line. And this year, Bristol City was a lucky one because we got a penalty right at the end. We were lucky that was a draw. Millwall was just dire. Sheffield United was dire. Fair play, Cardiff was a good game. What came after that? Sunderland. Should have got a point out of it, but it wasn't the greatest game. And then Burnley. We were on top, but we didn't put chances away. If you score goals and win games, the atmosphere gets better. And to be honest, I don't think the location of fans in the North Stand that got moved from E1, 2 and 3, when they moved that, has been the best way of doing it. Because the sound used to travel along the East Stand and then sometimes bleed into the South. Now you've got North and a little section of Northwest corner. But atmosphere doesn't come from goal music. It's tragic. Bin, get rid, please. Lee puts it best. Fans create the atmosphere, not music. Oscar says it as well. Can't blame me for wanting a better atmosphere, but goal music isn't the way. Goal music is not the way. Is our atmosphere dire? Yes. Do the South Stand as much as as much as I try and get it going, and John Uzzle try and get it going. South Stand never joins. It never joins up. It never joins in en masse unless we're winning comfortably. So, yeah. I mean, when the North have to shout over to the East Stand give us a song, then there's just sort of quite a divide there, really, isn't there? Anyway, you are right there, though, Lee. Adrian did want home fans behind both goals, but could he... I mean, it's probably not possible with where the gates are at the stadium around that side, but could he have gone E1 pushing to the end of N6, i.e. where the away section is now, then N5, 4, 3, 2, 1, away fans. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, it's been and gone. Coxie, Tigers burning bright. The light shows are great. But I do think we need I do think the video needs to be a bit better this year. But I'm sure it will be with time. And announcer introducing each stand. That was very much a Steve Jordan thing. And I don't think it would work with Dan Briggs. Nothing against Dan. I just think that was a Steve Jordan thing. And he had the sort of presence and deep voice to sort of pull it off better. But yeah. Anyway, enough on atmosphere. Team news. Liam Miller will miss the trip to Pride Park through the knee injury, which forces him off after just 5 minutes on Wednesday. But the full extent of the injury has not been determined. Ryan Longman. He's got a scan on Monday. This is the same thing as the other day, but reworded. It's hoped he'll be able to join in full training next week. He's got a scan on Monday to see how the healing is, and if it's fine, he can join in full training. Tim Valter teased the return of Dokan Sinek in his press conference. Don't need to say. Andy Smith stepped up his recovery this afternoon, played for the under-21s in their win at Birmingham. Marvin Malan with his calf problem. Stephen Alzate also with a calf problem. Kyle Rushworth with an ankle injury. Harvey Cartwright with his wrist. And Timothy Lotutala remain out injured. Right. What's next? It certainly does like we're missing that main double-digit striker we were after in the summer. So many missed chances every game. Yeah. No comment. If there was ever a time for Sinek to prove himself, no Longman, no Miller, no Malem, so that might mean Abdush has to come on centrally. Or one of Kamara or Abdush will start, which means what is Sinek, the other one of those two, or Jarvis to go on the bench. Now he's fit. This might be a little time for Dokan Sinek to break his way through. Maybe, just maybe. I say this, you watch, he'll fall up the stairs in the hotel, won't he, even though he got in the lift. That's the sort of thing that would happen to Dokan Sinek. He did a piece on the website earlier, did Dodo. He did a feature where he spoke about his injuries, and it reads, you can read it on the website, but some of the key bits from it are when he made his comeback from injury against Alanyaspor. I was very happy to get on. Overall, I'm always happy to wear the Hull shirt, and I'm happy to be back. We were very fortunate to have a training camp like we did. On a personal point, it was very useful for me coming back from a serious injury. It's difficult when you're away and you can't see family, but in terms of training, getting back and getting fit, it was a good opportunity. I feel very happy about the chairman's approach towards me. It's very important to me that he trusts me, and it makes me feel happy that he trusts me and backs me. So far in my whole career, I've been injured a lot of times, but not always. I want to give back to the team, and for this to happen, I need to start getting onto the pitch. I need a chance to show what I can do. I feel positive and hungry to get my chance and show to the fans and the chairman and to the people of this city. This is my number one goal now, to get my chance and show why I should be trusted like the chairman trusts me. I believe there are other people from the fans that trust me too. I've always felt a sense of belonging to this club. I've always felt I belong to this club since I signed. Since the gaffer and his assistants have come in, it has doubled for me, the sense of belonging. Before, I didn't feel as much a part of the team as I do now, since the gaffer has come in. And that's why I feel so positive. I feel like I'm part of the team again, and this is true whether I get minutes or not. That's a little dig at Liam Rosenior, I think. Yeah, that's a little Liam Rosenior dig to me. And then he also says my main goal this season is to put the shirt on again, as I'm always happy when I get to wear it, to perform, to add to the team, to help my teammates and my manager and meet his demands on the pitch is what I want. I want to get as much game time on the pitch as possible and to make the fans happy. So far in the last 2 years, some things have happened with me that weren't in my control sometimes. I could be at fault for some of them, but overall, some of the things were in my control. Again, another subtle dig there at Liam Rosenior, I think. I know that I've been very unlucky so far in my Hull City career. I had to go through some unlucky things, but since coming back to the team last year, I've been feeling very positive, and now I just want to get back onto the pitch and give back to the club. I am just waiting for my chance. I am training and trying every day, working hard. My teammates are all helping me every day, and we have a very positive environment right now. I'm very happy in Hull. My family's very happy in Hull. My wife and I love the club, the shirt, the stadium, the fans. The main thing that so far has brought my motivation down at any point is the fact I haven't been able to give performances, which is now my goal. Dodo revival indeed. Surprised Cynic still remembers how to play football. Yeah, a little in all caps with an extra T dig. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Christian. That's very... some of the things weren't in my control, i.e. Rosenior didn't pick me. Dodos are no longer extinct. Like it. So yeah, that's the weekly dose of Cynic spoken about. Oh dear, Dodo. Oh dear. Hey, so I'll be in the hotel tonight, and he'll trip up the stairs even though he's in the lift. I do hope he's on the bench tomorrow. I'd love to see Dodo Cynic get on. Especially wearing the third kit, which statistically for us has been the kit least used every year. That is like rare. A picture of Dokan Cynic wearing the Hull City third shirt on a football pitch is genuinely a collector's item. It will be an ancient relic in 100 years' time that is celebrated when it is unearthed from whatever remains of the internet at that point. It's... if Dodo Cynic genuinely wears the fourth 120 anniversary kit and third kit before he wears either last season's home kit in a competitive game or this season's home kit in a competitive game, I genuinely don't know what I'll do in my life. It will genuinely change my perception of life. So that is what's on Dokan Cynic's shoulders. If he gets on the pitch, changing my outlook on life, and I'll try and speak to Dodo next week. I've got a week off from uni. It's a reading week, so I'm going to be at home. Apart from Tuesday night, when in Lincoln, hold. When in Lincoln, I will go back on Tuesday night and sleep in my flat Tuesday night so that I can see this man play at Sinsel Bank. Lincoln City play Northampton Town, who Tom Eaves signed for in the summer, and I'm going to go with the sole intention of watching him play. I'm not bothered about the game. I'm not bothered about the result. But if this man scores, I am on the pitch. Maybe not. But thank you to Leo Jameson as well for this painting last year. Written me a nice message on the back of it. To Collins. Although Eaves is great, he's no Malik Wilkes. But he heads the ball, scores a goal. Tommy Eaves. Tom Eaves has got a copy of this painting as well. So I am home apart from Tuesday night because idle. Eaves player. Back to Cynic. What do we do if he's genuinely insane? I eat my words from all of the last, year since he did his knee ligaments getting out of bed. So, come on, Dodo. Prove me wrong. I mean, he's probably just broke a fingernail eating dinner, as I've said that, but Dodo does what Dodo does. Get injured. All the time. Everywhere he goes. Even in bed. Dated last year. Morning of the West Brom away game. Anyway, Eaves Obadia, which... Coxey. There's only one answer to that question. Only one answer to that question. Can I put a clip in? Give me a sec. Where's the clip? All files. Oh, it's not an MP4. It's not an MP4. Oh, well. I was going to put my video message that Eavesy did me in from last year. Because he's an icon. But he's a MOV file, and it doesn't like MOV files. Yeah, MP4s all the way. Anyway. Right, enough Cynic talk, enough Eaves talk. I'll see Tom Eaves on Tuesday. Referees Tom Neal, 2 liners are Paul Hodgkinson and Hupinder Gill. 4th official Scott Simpson. Stats taken then from the Burnley game. Let's rattle through this now. I've stalled enough. To be fair, look, the possession stats are misleading. We dominated that game. And they only had one proper chance for most of the game and scored it. Apart from the one that Jaden Anthony fluked on the line. I say fluked. Missed the ball. Derby's team then. In their last game, which was a 1-1 draw with Oxford, it was Zetterstrom in goal. The back four was Kane Wilson, Aaron Cashin. I've got to scroll right the way down because it's in the squad number order. Curtis Nelson there alongside Cashin at centre-back. And then former Tiger Callum Elder. Another former Tiger, Sonny Bradley, was sat on the bench, number 5. And then midfield was, how on earth do you say that? Goodman, I think. Kenzo Goodman, alongside, where's he? I can't find him. Hate this. Well, I know where Ben Osborne is. He's number 8. He's there. And then Ebu Adams made up their midfield 3. with Mendes Lang. Their chant for him is incredible, by the way. If you haven't heard it, it's he went to Cardiff and took them to the Prem. He's come to Derby to do the same again. He's got no neck, but he's got a massive wang. His name's Nathaniel Mendes Lang. That's up there with one of the best chants that football has ever had. He's got no neck, but he's got a massive wang, and he genuinely has got no neck. He's all shoulder. Anyway, Corey Blackett-Taylor's on the other wing, and then it's Jerry Yates up top. He's got no neck, but he's got a massive wang. His name's Nathaniel Mendes Lang. Genuinely one of the best football chants ever. Up there with Lionel John Lewis. His name is a shop. In my humble opinion. Looking at current form, then I know I said Derby have gone unbeaten in 11 out of 12 home games in their last 5. There was the one home game they lost, Norwich, where the officials had a mare. Then lost 2-0 away to Sunderland, beat QPR 2-0 at home, drew 1-1 away with Millwall, followed by another 1-1 draw away at Oxford. For us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, cut out Lanyaspor, 3, 4, 5. 2 wins, 2 defeats and a draw in our last 5. We've spoken about our form enough, just because of how inconsistent it is. So we all know what the story is there. And the table, then, we're sitting 15th at the minute. Derby sitting 12th, a point ahead of us because they've won 1 game more than we have, even though they've lost 1 more. And then you look at, Portsmouth are next opponents after Derby, who haven't won a game at home yet. But then Oxford. These are not easy games. They're opportunities, but they are not easy games. They are absolutely not easy games. Around the grounds, then, kicking off in 10 minutes is Portsmouth versus Sheffield Wednesday. Why the hell that is a Friday night, I have no idea. An easier Friday night game would have been, right, if we've got to pick from any, Swansea Millwall. That's easier, is it? No, not really. Coventry Luton. That's a much easier Friday night. Sheffield United Stoke. That's a much easier Friday night. But no. Portsmouth versus Sheffield Wednesday. And I think all the trains from Sheffield were cancelled today. Let me check. Trains, Sheffield, Portsmouth. I'm fairly certain I saw something earlier that an awful lot, that all of the trains for most of the day had been cancelled. I am going to check this because it's going to bug me if I don't check it. Deshaun Bernard starting for Sheffield Wednesday, by the way. But I am going to find this. When did I get shown? I got shown it at about 12 o'clock, didn't I? So what? That takes us, to about 12 now. Okay, so I need to look past here. Where's it gone? I got showed it by a Chef Wednesday fan at uni earlier. I can't find the tweet. I can't find it. But yeah, I'm fairly certain a lot of the trains, I think, well, from Sheffield direct, or the quickest way to Portsmouth were cancelled. So they'd have instead had to go Sheffield, London, Pompey, which adds another like hour, not including changing time. So yeah, it's good, isn't it? Anyway, right, I need to go back onto here now, don't I? So Coventry Luton's at 12:30 tomorrow, following on from that, along with Watford versus Blackburn and Bristol City versus Leeds. Tomorrow at 3, Burnley QPR, Derby versus us, Plymouth Preston, Sheffield United Stoke, Sunderland Oxford, and Swansea Millwall. Oh, and West Brom Cardiff as well. Then the only game on Sunday. 3 o'clock kickoff again, strangely, it's Norwich Middlesbrough. But yeah, 3 o'clock on a Sunday is just awful. Yeah, okay, thank you. Someone can back me up. Someone can back me up that they saw that tweet. Okay, cool. Right, memorable match. I mentioned it earlier. It's the last time we beat these guys. 3-0 win in the playoff semi-final first leg in 2016. Team, Yaka in goal. Back four, Muzor Baggio, Michael Dawson, Curtis Davis, Andy Robertson. Midfield, El Mohammadi, Livermore, Huddleston, Snodgrass and Diarme with Hernandez up top. Bench, Kushak, the goalkeeper. Alex Bruce, Sam Clucas, Harry Maguire, Sean Maloney, Chuba Akpom, and Sonny Aluko with Steve Bruce in charge. Jeff Hendrick would go on to have a blinder against us. He honestly played like Tony Cruz in the second leg. Future Tiger there, Chris Martin. Former Tiger at the time, Tom Ince. Cyrus Christie, another future Tiger there. Scott Carson in goal for Derby that day. The last time we played these guys, it was at Pride Park. And we lost 3-1. Moving on. Matt Ingram in goal for us that day. Back three was Jones, McLaughlin, Greaves. 2 wing-backs, Coyle and Fleming. Midfield was Doherty and Walsh. Honeyman and Lewis Potter playing as like inside forwards. And Marcus Force up top. Bench. Harvey Cartwright, the goalkeeper, Richie Smallwood, Tom Eves, Ryan Longman, Aliyah Syed Manesh, Tom Huddleston, and Deshaun Bernard. Tom Huddleston returning to Derby, old club. Malcolm Ebiowi making his debut that day against his future loan side. Curtis Davis in the defence. Ryan Alsop, a future Tiger, in goal there. Then our record is, like I say, last time we beat them away was in May 2016. Last time we beat them overall was October 2019, but we have only played them 3 times since then. So, yeah, but the run is not good. If we date back to 2015, we've played, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 games against them in all competitions. And we've won 2. So it's really, really not good at all. Shared shirts, it's another one you won't get because I've gone deep into the archives. Daniel Ayala. Joined us on loan from Liverpool in 2010, played 12 times and scored once. Joined Derby on loan from Liverpool the next year, played 17 times, didn't score. And that's the only picture I could find of him in a Derby kit, him holding it up on his announcement photos. Was Rosie part of the Derby side for that last match? Yes, he would have been. He would have been Wayne Rooney's assistant, Ben. Well brought up. Predicted team then, as I've gone out of focus. Panda keeps his place in goal. Coyle, Hughes, Jones and Drama, back 4. Midfield, Simons, Puerta. I think he will put him in for a 3rd game in a week because he's good enough. And Slater, on the right, Balumi, on the left, Kamara, up top, Big Chris. Bench, Rachopi, Giles, McLaughlin, Abdush, Dokan Sinek. He's there. He's there. João Pedro, Oscar Zambrano, Casey Palmer, and Mason Burstow. He's there. Go on, Doddo. Oh, now I'm sucked back into wanting it to work, Joe. Let it go. It's not going to. But if it does, though, anyway. Predicted score. This genuinely could be anything. Derby love a home game. Wouldn't shock me if we lost. But, you know I've got to back the boys in a game like this. 2-1 win. Goals from Dokan Sitno. Abu Kamara. Go on. And, yeah, why not? Gustavo Puerta. Cool. See you all later, everyone. I'm going tomorrow. You'll have a matchday vlog at some point. Won't be immediately because I am going out for a meal as soon as I get back and off the coach. Tiger Travel Bus 2. See you there. Up the Tigers. See you later. Goodbye.